No, stay on! You know, me and my paddles.
Kick it into second gear there, Jenna.
In order to be successful and enjoy the journey along the way, all you have to do is ask your intuition a balanced question. How might I enjoy the journey along the way and have results? Because we manifest according to the question we ask. Here's the manifesting formula, 4 steps. You got to get clear about what you don't want. I don't want to have success if it means I have to give up myself, I can't have peace, and I can't have joy in my life. That's your not goal. Okay, now I know what I don't want, but now I gotta form it in step number 2. Ask for what you do want. You gotta flip it. How might I be successful? By being my authentic self, by enjoying life and having peace. How might I manifest that? Now, once you ask the question, you've gotta believe. It's possible. You got to work on all that scripting. Remember how we talked about the ego scripting? All that scripting that throws you down into level 2 consciousness, fear, self-doubt, and judgment. All the judgments you've created that's not possible. You got to work on getting that out so you can truly believe. And then you open yourself up to receive that blessing. And it's because you're not holding on to level 2 consciousness any longer. You are just holding on to the vision you have in mind.
You can still be amazingly successful without being shady, without, you know, destroying everyone else on the way up, or, you know, without losing all of your values.
In the Bible, God tells us that there is a Holy Spirit within us. We don't learn as much about that as we do the Trinity, the God, Jesus. We don't really talk about that.
Yep. And God's Spirit is unlimited.
Right. But we have to trust in that. We have to believe that. Great conversation. Let's go to team 1.
At the beginning, I felt overwhelmed. I didn't have any clue where we even supposed to start. But Jenna said that she has experience with the floated stuff, and I trusted her and said, okay, if you're saying that we're safe with this and we don't have to worry about the staying on the water, we can concentrate on the easy part and decorate the boat.
I want to stop you. You started it off good. That was you.
I was focused on the functionality part of it at first, and I kind of got stuck there, and then as well as the time frame. So I think the time kind of made me a little rushy, a little bossy.
Let's talk about that for a moment, because that's a big one for everybody, time. Yes. When we think about the 2 biggest resources that can push people into bossiness, limited time, limited money. Those 2 big resources, right? People can get really attached to time, really attached to money, and get bossy. You can find yourself there and check yourself faster. Everybody can relate to that? Everybody's going, I hear it.
And you were talking about making the box into seats, and I'm like, we're not gonna fit in. That's not gonna work. I know I'm gonna break the box. I couldn't swim, so I was like, oh my God, I just kept thinking, what if I fall in that water?
I noticed you were more quiet.
I had my own ego, because, you know, I took a photo and I wanted to keep it, whatever, and I thought I could just send it, and I had to just listen. Then I had to switch out of that mode.
Let's talk about that, because I wondered if that's something you were
wondered
quiet.
that too.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So you took a photo of the whole group.
It wasn't the whole, it was just a few of us girls.
Yeah, several people. And you had signed a confidentiality agreement. Did you not think to ask me if you could do that?
I mean, I guess I didn't see it as something we were doing. It was just, you know what I mean?
And I'm okay that you didn't think of it. But then tell me how it triggered you once I said I'm not.
Because I asked you if I could just send you the picture, delete it and send it to you and then get it back later. And you were like, no.
Because I just heard you say in your voice, no. So I get a little judgment there. Marissa, I'm going to ask you to delete that picture from your phone. Can you grab your phone right now and delete it for me? Thanks.
Can I send them to you and I'll delete
No,
it?
just delete them, please.
Okay.
We've got them on Isaiah's. Was it kind of like the authority?
I felt like there could have been I felt like there maybe could have been a compromise. I would have sent it to you and deleted it, so I wouldn't have had it anymore. But so that was my compromise.
I have to, as a producer, ensure this is kept confidential until it launches. When I told you that it felt that way to me, why didn't you just respect that?
I guess I don't know.
Oh, I survived the boat.
That conversation was perfect on the boat because it takes us to our final challenge, which is you have an opportunity to explain your shift to the judges in 2 ways. 1, explain, I came here to shift this is what I learned, and here's what I shifted. In addition, you are going to create a song with original lyrics and an original tune. Total, you have 4 minutes for that presentation of sharing your story and sharing your song. And you have 1 hour to prepare for this challenge.
Wow. I like the first part. I'm not really excited about the singing, but I will try to do my best and try to have fun.
I'm excited to do this, but I'm also quite nervous because I don't mind singing in the car, but knowing this is going to be streamed.
Did you see the trophy? Somebody will take that home. Oh, here he is. Did you decorate all this?
I did. Yes.
Oh my word.
The best for the best.
Oh,
That's
mwah, come on in. That's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Wow. Guess who is a contestant? She's top of the leaderboard.
Hi, how are you?
See you.
Good.
What a small world that she does your windows. Does she do a good job, by the way?
Great. Fantastic. All 3 restaurants.
He's really grown in 2 years, 3 restaurants, and a 4th one coming. Yep. So I asked him if he would tell you his secret sauce for growing his business.
Definitely.
Get up and do it 100% again and again and again. The results, I guarantee you, are going to be fantastic.
You know what? That is so good because what we focus on expands. What we think about, we bring about.
That's assuring because I do have some days like that. It's like, oh, why? Why did I take on all this?
And now you have to have that answer right at your fingertips when you're asking yourself that question.
Yeah, I was excited to see Lazar here. His food is amazing, and I think that's great that Susan, went back to her roots of her business neighbor and included him along the way. And his success, it's just amazing.
As soon as the mentors come, I'm going to start pairing you up with people, and we're going to start conversations.
Before I knew who is my mentor, I kind of look at the people in the room and try to say what my guts were telling me who will be my mentor. And I started to talk to her. And later Susan came and introduced us and said, yes, she is your mentor. And I said, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. We both shared the same stories. Our fathers were very critical to us and judgmental. Although I noticed that we chose a little bit different behavior. She was people-pleasing. I maybe was people-pleasing when I was a child, but later I don't feel that I choose this path.
And then it was just, that shift happened just one day out there. It was like, I don't care. I feel as if I am more important than anything, and whatever happens, happens.
I want to know what the tears are about. You're like ready to cry. What are those about?
I just misunderstood all the time by everyone.
Breathe down in here, Marissa. You're holding. Yeah, come down in here. Don't be afraid to just go into the truth of what do you say to yourself when somebody misunderstands you? Where do you go within yourself? that makes you believe you're a victim, because that's that victim ego mindset and imprint. So what is that storyline that you're so attached to that this is the time to just name it and detach from it?
I got to talk to my mentor, and I related a lot to her experiences and her work she's done with shifting, and I found it very helpful.
My hope is that she just finally owns it and how she's getting in her own way, and she shifts. Welcome to the final challenge of this season's shift. The winner of this challenge gets an additional 20 points. That's a possible 80 points that could send them to the top of the leaderboard. Why are we giving this challenge so much weight? It's because they are going to do two things for you. Number one, they are going to get up here and tell their story of shift, why they came, what they learned from the gut intelligence blueprint, and what exactly did they shift. Then they're going to do a little song for you, and they're going to sing their shift to their own original words and tune. Now let me tell you, this is not the American Idol, nor is this The Voice. So you're not rating them according to that. You are rating them on their shift from a scale of 1 to 10. With that in mind, and this is the trophy they will get, kind of looks like an Oscar, doesn't it? It's to get their cheetah on. I'm gonna have Lindsay give you the leaderboard.
Jenna, 104. Hallie, 89. Marissa, 81. Carissa, 79. Yola, 77. John and Jude, 70.5.
Like all leaders, I think it's important that we walk our talk. So here's my shift story and song. As most of you know, at 5 years old, I was an intuitive little child. In fact, I knew that the dad raising me was really not my birth father. But when I asked my mother, she not only scored me, but she scored my intuition and told me it was my silly imagination. That created in me a desire to get validation outside of myself, and I carried that for many years until I was 33 years old, when I no longer could ignore the cues and the dreams that were waking me up. I began to meditate, and my intuition led me to the truth. But now, half my life later, it's taken me some time to shift, because I didn't understand what was it about my intuition that would often cause reaction in other people. I then created the gut intelligence blueprint, understanding that intuition can often trigger people in the lower levels of consciousness who've not done their work. The shame they carried because they were trying to show up and look perfect to other people. I finally figured it out. What's not working anymore? It's when you rewrite the story to be right and make me the whore. I see how you punished me for what you couldn't own. Forget your smear campaign and judgment. That illusion's overthrown. 'Cause I'm free, yes, I'm free. Rooted in truth and honesty. Intuition is the voice I breathe. I don't need your validation to be free. I'm free, yes, I'm free. Free to be me. Rooted in truth and honesty. That is me. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm gonna get judged. I love this. All 10s in a 1.
You're too pitchy.
Okay, great reminder on a couple things. Number 1, we're not judging on The Voice, thank goodness. And number 2, save your 10s for the person you really get that aha knowing and you think they shifted. All right, just come on up when you feel inspired.
I'll go. I'm Hallie, and I came to shift the overactive and self-critical thoughts in my head from my imprint of perfectionism. I learned how to slow down. I ground myself with consistently meditating 20 minutes per day. And I've shifted because I can hear my fears, feel my self-judgment, and I choose to detach from those thoughts. I know in my gut that bringing nervous system regulation into schools will help students, teachers, and the system thrive. And I am the right person to bring the regulation revolution. As a child, I would dream and my imagination would shine, but I can't be too much and I needed to stay in line. I got an overactive mind that doesn't want to stop. I was told I could be anyone, but don't be a lot. I am choosing to detach to get into my gut. I remember that I am enough and I don't get stuck in my rut. I know the world needs me to show up, and now I can truly shine because I take time to slow down. You can join me. What can we do? Slow down. What will you do? Slow down. Everybody, slow down. I invite you to join me and slow down.
I saw a lot of improvement. It was good. It was great. I feel that there might be more of a personal connection in your shift, moving away from career to personal as well, because that's where you're really going to see the shine. So that's where I'm at 8.
I sought out their opinions on what to wear and what activities to do. However, a year ago, I bought the family business and became the president. I needed to shift out of my secretary role and into the shoes of the boss. I reached out to Susan to help me make the shift. We started with my background, my impact, and what makes me tick. She helped me with coaching and tools to reach enlightenment. I'm not perfect yet, but I've come a long way. I ask, how might I? I listen to my gut. I practice my breathing. I'm shifting into the boss version of me.
I'm also going to give you a 9. You're a fascinating story. Your growth is incredible. And I know you'll succeed much more than you are right now.
Hi, I'm Marisa, and I came here today to shift the limiting blueprint of being too much, too different, and I am here to learn, or I've been working on shifting, being okay if I'm too emotional. I cried a lot today. This isn't something I would have done before, but I'm doing it because I know it's paying off. I am growing more healthy inside. It is time. I am uncovering. That's it.
I'm giving you a 7. You've come so far already. I would have loved to have heard a few more really specific ways in which you've created a shift that is changing you, because you can hear it and you can start to feel it. You've got even more shifting that's going to happen, which will be very exciting as well.
This is a love story, but it has a twist. This is Jude. Jude came from an abandonment imprint caused in her childhood. The story that is emblematic of that is she was not told she was loved or touched by her parents until she was graduated from high school. This is John, my grandiose ego, which is basically, if it's going to be, it's up to me. When Susan came along and shift, the words manifest, the words stop, all those words that we use in shift were just words to me. Not anymore.
I'm then a man. Swept me off my feet. Put me on a love broom. Made me feel complete. But then came Susan, the mistress of shift, riding in on her cheetah. Now we're no longer adrift. Gut, stop, detach, manifest. The sun is shining and our hearts are at rest.
I'm also going to give you an 8. I really love the story, and I would have liked to have heard more from Jude as well, but everything was great, and you guys are on your way.
I learned to recognize my blueprints, that I have to be perfect because I am not enough. And I learned how to detach from these old blueprints and the limited beliefs. I also learned that on the level 1, with the shame, I didn't recognize that this is running my life. And one of the aha moments was when I discovered that the art should be valued by the emotional impact and meaning rather than technical perfection. My old blueprint said, "You aren't enough." Chasing perfection, that pressure was tough. Art has to shine, no room for the flaws. Living for likes, applause, and the us. But now I have shifted, real and raw.
Hi, I'm giving you an 8. I would have liked to see a little bit more detail on the progress that you made, but I can tell you have shifted some, and I love that you're feeling limitless.
With power, with grace, with flame, I will not kneel down to pain. I am here to shift my life. I am the ember that refused to die, the howl of storm that breaks the night. Even when I kneel at sorrow's door, I rise again, I live once more.
Woo! A little extra performance there. Okay, there wasn't a score for that, but I loved it.
I'm going to give you a 9. And it's an incredible story, rising from the ashes like a phoenix. And I'm so proud that you've come so far, and congratulations.
And Carissa, you got a 10 from me.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Way to go! That was awesome. When are you going to record that in the studio?
How was that? I think they deserve a standing ovation, don't you think? Yes! You know, it takes a lot of courage to stand up here and tell your story and sing your song. And they only had 1 hour. The most important thing is you all have shifted, so that's fabulous.
That wasn't easy, but the harder part is doing my work to actually shift and align.
Jude's singing when I'm the singer was an ironic twist that Jude thought of, which is fantastic. And she said, "You speak, I'll sing." I said, "Great." I said, "Just channel your inner Mick Jagger," and she did.
All right, everybody, we have the final scores for the 2025 Shift Experience. Starting with number 6th place. I finally figured it out. What's not working anymore? It's when you rewrite the story to be right and make me the whore. I see how you punish me for what you couldn't own. Forget your smear campaign and just
Let's shift to God.